Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahawah, Bahashim, Yahawashi. Double honors unto the elders and the apostles at Great Millstone. And peace and salutations to the Akimat on the four corner teaching and truth and sincerity. This is Tasha Raquah.
Yaquab.
Aina. Coming at you with a quick hit, going into how Israel, profaned the Sabbath day. So without further ado, I'm gonna pass it to the brother Aina. Go ahead, Aina.
This is Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 21. Thus saith Yahawah, take heed to yourselves, and bear no burden on the Sabbath day, nor bring it in by the gates of Jerusalem. Neither carry forth a burden out of your houses on the Sabbath day, neither do ye any work, but hallow ye the Sabbath day, as I commanded your fathers.
That's just going into, how Yahawashi gave, Israel, a special day that no other nation had, all right? And it's a holy day. It's a holy day that, we must keep holy, because Yahawashi bestowed it upon us, all right? Yaquab, you got that Exodus chapter 20?
Yeah, I can put it up real quick. This is Exodus chapter 20, verse 10, right? Well, I'm gonna start at verse 9. Well, I'm gonna start at verse 8, right? Remember the Sabbath to keep it holy. 6 days thou shalt labor and do all thy work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy power. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that in them is, and rested the seventh day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the seventh day and hallowed it. The Most High made that day holy, man. During the creation, it took 6 days, and on the seventh day, as a matter of fact, I believe that's also in Hebrews chapter 4. How the Most High. I'll bring it out real quick. I don't want to misquote it. It's Hebrews chapter 4, verse 4. For he spake in a certain place of the seventh day on this wise, and Yahawah did rest the seventh day from all his works, and he spoke on that, because that's why we said we have the Sabbath day, man, because the Most High created the heavens and the earth, and took a day of rest,
Good. And Slocky, going into how the Sabbath day is not on Friday sundown and Saturday sundown. Okay, the Sabbath day goes by the new moon. Okay, and whenever the Sabbath day is brought forth, by the new moon, on whatever day that is, every day of that, like if it comes in on a Tuesday, all right, so every Tuesday of that month until the next new moon is the Shabbat, is the Sabbath, Slakia, Aina, can you get that Isaiah chapter 58 verse 13 and 14?
This is Isaiah chapter 58, verse 13. If thou turn away thy foot from the Sabbath, from doing thy pleasure on the holy day, and call the Sabbath a delight, and the Holy One, the Holy of Yahawah, honorable, and shalt honor him, not doing thine own ways, nor finding thine own pleasure, nor nor seeking thine own words, then shalt thou delight thyself in Yahawah, and I will cause thee to ride upon the high places of the earth, and
Continue, Mark.
and feed thee with the heritage of Jacob thy father, for the mouth of Yahawah hath spoken it. And so the Lord is promising us that He will reward us for keeping the Sabbath, man. As a matter of fact, that's one of the 10 Commandments. A lot of people don't know, okay? But the 10 Commandments actually says to keep the Sabbath day, man. All right? And to keep it holy.
Yeah, it says remember the Sabbath and to keep it holy.
Right.
No?
Right. Our people, man, this goes to show that our people are destroyed because if you ask somebody when's the Sabbath day, they'll say, oh, that's Sunday. You know, they'll say, oh, that's that's the day we go to church, Sunday. Okay, but according to the scriptures, man, the Sabbath is determined by the new moon. It's determined by the phases of the moon. All right, because the moon determines the months. All right.
God, oh, I got a preset for you right now.
God.
Here, I'm gonna get it in Sirach.
Sirach.
You say what?
What's that, Sirach 43rd chapter?
Yeah, 43 verse 6.
God.
If I can get to it. But yeah, man, you know, like it says in Genesis chapter 1, man, the Most High made the moon and stars for signs, you know, for us to be able to tell, you know, when you got something to say to Shah real quick?
Because it says that also in Psalm 104. All right, how the Most High set up Slakia. I'll just pull it real quick. You know, I don't want to speak too idle.
Come on, go ahead.
I'm just trying to find it real quick.
Well, you want me to bring this one out real quick? Since all right, so this is 40 to what the brother and I was saying. This is Sirach 43. We'll start at verse 6, right? He made the moon also to serve in her seasons for a declaration of times and a sign of the world.
For a declaration of times, man. He made the moon to serve for a declaration of time. That means that you're supposed to be able to tell time with the moon. All right? Go ahead, brother.
Okay, 7, right? From the moon is a sign of feast, a light that decreaseth in her perfection.
Right, a sign of feasts. Okay? It tells us when our feast days are. Why? Because that's the primary sources. The primary use is to know when the full moon is. Okay, when the new moon is. That's the first day of the month. Okay, and then you count 7 days, and that's the Sabbath day. All right, and that continues on until you get another new moon. Like you go ahead and continue reading Bible, Shah.
Yeah, Khan. This is verse 8. The month is called after her name, increasing wonderfully in her changing, being an instrument of the armies above, shining in the firmament of heaven.
Right. The month is called after her name. Okay, and so that's just proof right there that it's not the Gregorian calendar. The Gregorian calendar is not biblical. The lunar calendar is biblical. Okay, there was no thing as March and January and February. Esau made all of those ordinances up once he came into power. Okay, but when the Israelites were in rulership, okay, they used the lunar calendar. Okay, and so every time you hear the word month and this month and that month, it wasn't determined by there was no 31st day and all this and that. Okay, or a leap year.
Yeah.
Own calendar. You see.
Yeah.
To go to church on a Sunday, that's not even a real day according to the calendar. The Sunday, the scriptures don't say Sunday. It don't say Friday. It don't say none of those. January, February.
First day, second day.
Right.
I mean, Psalms 104 in the verses 19, it says he appointed the moon for seasons. The sun knoweth his going it's whenever you count four months, well, it's like 3 months. You know, usually it's a changing of a season. You know, so that's how that rolled. You know, and the Most High set it up that way beautifully.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Hey.
And,
oh, Salaki, go ahead.
Hey, I also wanted to add it actually tracks the movement around the sun. Also, like from year to year, like how far we are away from the sun and how closer we are. You know, from summer to winter. You know, but it's like
yeah, that's good, God. Yeah, man. It all goes back to just worshiping idols, man. Like the brother I know was going into, man. They think that their Sabbath is on these Christians. You know, they think it's on a Sunday. You know, which goes back to the worship of the sun god. You know, I believe his name was. It all goes back to Helios. You know, because Helios. You know, people believe. These Edomites got people believing. You know, through their science and all that we live in a heliocentric universe. You know, pretty much that everything revolves around the sun. You know. You know, but the scriptures, you know, confirm that's not true. You know, it just goes back to that to that Greek god, pagan god Helios, man, and that's a subconscious way of worshiping him. You know, going to Sunday church. You know, going to Sunday class and all that bullshit. You know,
so New Year and all of that stuff, man. That stuff is wicked, man. It's not a new year. The new year is not, or it's not January. First of all, there's no such thing as January, but it's not the new year, and it's not in the middle of the winter, bro. You see what I'm saying? The year is in the springtime when everything else is coming back alive.
Hey, and see, that's where, you know, these so-called Christians, you know, worshiping these folly days, you know, like a Christmas, saying that that's when Yahawashi was born. All right, when we know that the Most High didn't allow, you know, his son to be born when everything's dead. Okay, so you know, Yahawashi was born in the beginning of the spring. You know, when everything was come and Slakia.
Hey, doesn't it say that there were shepherds out there feeding their flock or something like that? You know, so why gonna be out there in a cold ass?
They was eating snow, brother.
Yeah. Yeah, he was. They were thirsty, so they ate snow, shit like that.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Hey, I got one for you. You know, pretty much backing up that the one in Exodus. You know. This is and the one in Sirach 43. This is Leviticus 23. I'm start at verse 1, right? And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak to Aaron and to his sons that they separate themselves from the holy things of the children of Israel, and that they profane not my holy name in those things which they hallow unto me. I am the Lord. Verse 3, Say unto them, Whosoever he be of all your seed among your generations, and goeth unto the holy things which the children of Israel hallow unto the Lord, having his uncleanness upon him, that soul shall be cut off from my presence. I am the Lord. What man? You got something to say?
That precept right there, that has a lot of meat on it, man. Like, it has a lot of meat on it because, it popped off, you know, stating that the children of Israel, you know, Yahawashi is his name. All right, they knew the name of Yahawashi. Like, I don't precept for another day.
No, I can't. I mean, yeah, you're right, man. Cause it's telling you pretty much right there, man, that if you don't keep those holy things that are holy unto the Most High, man, you're gonna be cut off. You know, that's why Yahawashi is so important, man. You know, because we profane the Sabbath so many times. You know, so we should be cut off, man. You know, we should be put to death, like that account.
That precept.
Yeah, like that account in Numbers 15, I believe. You know that man was picking up sticks, man, and he was put to death, man. He was stoned to
Oh
death.
yeah,
You know,
Con.
that's why that mercy. That's why Yahawashi is so important. But of course that's a different topic. But unless anybody else want to say something.
I mean,
Yeah, man. I mean,
go ahead.
at the end of the day, man, it just goes to show how worthy we are of destruction, man. Because even though we're in the truth, now we still go off sometimes, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, if it wasn't for a savior, if it wasn't for Yahawashi, because the scripture said that no man is saved by the works of the law. All right, but through faith. And so that faith in Yahawashi, man, is the only way that we're actually going to be able to be redeemed, man. You know what I'm saying? For our lack of perfection, that doesn't mean that the Sabbath and all of these other laws aren't important. We keep them to the best of our ability, which is why we're going into the importance of it.
And see, that's why whenever I think it's in 1 Corinthians chapter 12, whenever Yahawashi was talking to Paul, and Paul had the thorn in his side. What did he say? He says, "My grace is sufficient." All right.
Yeah.
So Yahawashi Shai's grace. All right. That's the only reason why we haven't gotten that sure destruction. It's because of his grace, man. Man, so much meat, man.
Yeah, Kanak. Hey, just to prove that was the spirit, man. I accidentally read from chapter 22 when I was supposed to read from chapter 23. But hey, that's a good one right there. But okay, I'm gonna read back at on 23. Yeah. So this is Leviticus 23 verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, concerning the feasts of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations, even these are my feasts, man. Then that's what we're doing, man. We're proclaiming that this is a holy convocation, Verse 3. 6 days shall work be done, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of rest, an holy convocation. Ye shall do no work therein. It is the Sabbath of the Lord in all your dwellings. These are the feasts of the Lord, even holy convocations which ye shall proclaim in their seasons, man. In their seasons, man. That's why that links up with Sirach 43. We have the moon. We have the stars. We have these different celestial bodies to tell us that what time it is, what holy day is coming. And that's how you we tell our people, hey man, you gotta first and foremost, we gotta tell them, we gotta come back to the ways of Yahawashi, and one of those ways is keeping the Sabbath, proclaiming that it is a holy convocation. Go ahead.
It's like, I just wanted to add, that's why the tribe of Issachar, was so, strong in that, because they mapped out the stars. The tribe of Issachar was all, it's like it just left my head.
Yeah, they were astrologers.
Astrologers.
Yeah.
Yeah. All of them was astrologers, because they mapped out the stars just to know, okay, and that's what the watchman on the wall was for. All right, the watchman on the wall was there to, make sure it's the Shabbat, down to the crescent moon. Okay, so, and but just to get back to the topic, going into how Judah just completely, disregarded the Shabbat. Can you pull that Nehemiah chapter 13, verse 15?
God.
This
is Nehemiah chapter 13, verse 15. In those days saw I Judah some treading wine presses on the Sabbath, and bringing in sheaves, and lading asses, also as also wine, grapes, and figs, and all manner of burdens which they brought into Jerusalem on the Sabbath day, and I testified against them in the day they sold victuals.
Okay, so Yahawah,
Yeah.
can you pull that Exodus 20 where it says not to do all those things?
Okay, Con, I got you. Yeah, this is Exodus chapter 20, verse 10, right? Or, yeah. But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy power. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. For in the 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea and all that in them, all them is, and rested the seventh day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it.
So when did Yahawashi decide to change? In the midst of that, all right. So it's just like these niggas today, them willingly, trying not to find out, what is the Sabbath day, all right? Because elders and the apostles and brothers at all these camps, all around the world, telling you the same thing, but yet you still not trying to understand the Shabbat. Okay, so it's especially like these other Israelite groups, all right, like IUIC, ISUPK, they're not telling you when the Shabbat actually is, all right, and it just goes into more, dirt being put up on the nation of Israel. So in Nehemiah, they just willingly profaned the Sabbath, willingly, all right.
Con, I got a precept for you, Salaki.
You continue, Alex. Salaki. Okay.
No, go ahead. Finish what you were saying.
It just, shows that how, they had some a hell of a demon on them, to profane the word of Yahawashi when they knew, willingly. They willingly knew, and that's why they're back in this hell, back in this state of mind. Because Yahawashi was like, okay, I ain't dealing with these niggas no more. All right?
Yeah.
Now, I will deal with, the nation of Yasharallah, but these niggas, these ain't my people. These ain't the people that I set up. And, hey, I see that because Yahawashi is Salakia. Yahawashi is vexed right now because Yahawashi was there throughout all this. So, man,
yeah, you're right. Yeah, you want me to bring that precept out?
Come on, bring it out, Salakia.
This is Malachi, going into, what you were saying. This is Malachi chapter 3, verse 6. For I am the Lord, I change not. Therefore ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. Even from the days of your fathers ye are gone away from mine ordinances, and have not kept them. Return unto me, and I will return unto you, saith the Lord of hosts. But ye saying, wherein shall we return, man? Like I said, man, you are gone away from my ordinances and have not kept them, man. And one of them ordinances, the law, keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, man. You gotta, and it's not just 10 commandments. It's not just, it's more than that, man. It's 614 to be exact, but of course, we can't.
613,
Salaki. Yeah, Salaki is 613. But hey, we, that's why we have Yahawashi, man. But we still gotta do our best, which is what we went into. I think in the last class that we had, we were not able to keep all 613 commandments, man. But hey, if you can keep the Sabbath, man. Some brothers gotta work on the Sabbath. A lot of brothers gotta work on the Sabbath. But if you once you get off work and you try, you try to keep that, how you have that faith, you believe, okay, I just got off work, but through the mercies you have by Shem Yahawashi, he sees that I'm still going to try and keep the Sabbath after work. That's having faith in the Most High, man.
Hey, and see, like me, I'm just gonna add my own little testimony on there, man, because there was some Shabbats where it's like, man, I know I gotta go to work at 4, but how about me, willing, and I'm gonna keep it, until I go to work, and then whenever I get off of work, how about me, willing, I can keep it, that, but I know I have to go to work in this hellish society, But a precept came to mind, and I think it's in Baruch chapter 4, verse 26. Did you pull it or not? I believe, because the Most High put us in this condition because we transgressed His law. All right, but He didn't do it, to just take us all off the map, to reprove us.
Yeah.
I believe, so.
You said Baruch 4 and 26, right?
I believe.
What was I gonna bring up? Oh.
All right, Baruch chapter 4 and 26. It says, "My delicate ones have gone through rough ways, and were taken away as a flock caught of the enemies."
Salakia 6. Salakia 4 and 6. Salakia.
4 and 6? Okay, Khan. Well, it goes into the same thing.
Yeah.
Ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved the Most High to wrath. Ye were delivered.
And see. Oh, continue, Salakia.
Yeah, Khan. It says, For ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not unto the Most High. And that goes into Valentine's Day, Christmas, Mother's Day, Thanksgiving, Halloween, Easter, you name it, man. You know what I'm saying? Because all of these so-called holidays are sacrificing unto devils, man. You're giving that energy unto a false god, man.
Well, see, the reason why I asked you to bring that out was because you decided to give all your energy over to these holidays, and not over to Yahawashi. Whenever, give me 1 second. Whenever you have to migrate, but whenever you gave it over to these folly days and you started to profane the Sabbath, as you did that. So you didn't even try to, keep the Sabbath.
Yeah. I got a precept real quick.
Go ahead,
This is Amos chapter 5, verse 1, right? Hear ye the word which I take up against you, even a lamentation, O house of Israel. The virgin of Israel is fallen. She shall no more rise. She is forsaken upon her land. There is none to raise her up. For thus saith the Lord power, the city that went out by 1,000 shall leave 100, and that which went forth by 100 shall leave 10 to the house of Israel. Right? For thus saith the Lord unto the house of Israel, seek ye me and ye shall live, man. So he's pretty much saying like, hey, man, this great nation, man, the virgin of Israel is fallen, man. And it's going to tell you why right now. For thus saith the Lord unto the house of Israel, seek ye me and ye shall live. But seek not Bethel, nor enter into Gilgal, and pass not to Beersheba. For Gilgal shall surely go into captivity, and Bethel shall come to naught. Now, if you read that commentary in the Gil's commentary, man, and that My Sword Bible, it tells you that Bethel, got put into captivity, and also Gilgal, because of idol worshiping idols. As a matter of fact, let me pull that up real quick. If you still got some on that, well, I got it right here actually. All right, so this is Amos 5 and 5, right? When it says, but seek not Bethel, right? This is in the Gil commentary. Do not go to Bethel, the place where one of Jeroboam's calves was set up and worshipped to consult the oracle idols, and priests were there, or to perform religious worship, which will be your ruin if you prevent it by another course of living, right? And then it goes into Gilgal, another place of idolatry where idols were set up and worshipped. And then Beersheba, a place in the further part of the land of Israel. It formerly belonged to Judah, but was now in the hands of the 10 tribes, and where idolatrous worship was practiced.
Yeah,
So it's like it all goes back to fucking idol worship, man. You know, celebrating these different holidays, profaning the Sabbath. You know, we about to go. We about to have with the these motherfuckers about to celebrate Christmas, man. You know, and then saying that that's the Lord's birthday. You know, that's the day the Lord was born.
Hey, Baba Kushar, Yahawah, could you drop down to verse 21 in Amos, the 5th chapter, Baba Kushar?
Verse 21. Okay, this is back in Amos, chapter 5, verse 21. I hate and despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. Though
Right,
you,
so you got all these people singing these Christmas carols and praying to Jesus, oh Lord God, we want you to bless this. We want you to bless this meal that we're having tonight in the name of Jesus. Like, you know what I'm saying? Praying in these names of these other gods, man. He says that he hates and despises not even his feast days. Because the days that these people eat and celebrate and come together and family and all that, those aren't even holy days. They're days that are made up and given to them by none other than the so-called white man, the devil. How ironic! That's why the Lord. That's why you see so many people dying on Christmas. So many people dying on Thanksgiving, on Halloween. Man, there are days where the Lord is angry. He's committing judgment, man.
yeah,
People are dying on a high rate during these months, man.
yeah,
During this
Khan.
time of the year.
The highest suicide rate is on during the Christmas season.
God.
You know,
And
you got
that's the spirit of Yahawashi jumping on these devils and these 2/3, to go ahead and take themselves out. All right.
Khan.
Yes, more on that.
Verse 22. Though ye offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I will not accept them. Neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beasts.
Right, and we don't sacrifice anymore, right? So what is this going into? This going into the spiritual sacrifices, like going to church, attending Wednesday
Bible study.
Bible study. Yes, what that's like. Wednesday Bible study, and they'll pray in the name of Jesus, man. That Jesus, man, that's a huge stumbling block.
Man.
They'll come to have church gatherings, councils, meetings, or even they'll just have good time with their family, and they say, "Well, I just want to thank God for allowing us all to get here." The Lord's not dealing with that, man. Now it's not because He's against gathering with your family, but when it was time to do that, according to His laws and statutes and commandments, you didn't pay it no mind, man. You see. You wait until Esau said, "Okay, now you can go. Now you have a break. Now you can go spend time with your family, man." And the Lord's not dealing with that.
Good. And Yahawashi, you got more on that, or?
There's more, but the point's been made on that one.
God.
Alright, done. So I'm gonna hop over to Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 23. Huh?
Okay, bro, did you want me to jump back to Jeremiah? Because I know we still had some more in Jeremiah. And
Well, Salakia, Yahawashi went into that Exodus chapter 20, and it basically, but yeah, you can go back into it.
you want to do that, or you want to go to Deuteronomy?
Well, I was going to, go to Deuteronomy chapter 4 and 23, please, Baba Kushar.
God. All right, this is Deuteronomy chapter 4 and 23. It says, "Take heed unto yourselves, lest ye forget the covenant of Yahawah your power, which He made with you, and make you a graven image, or the likeness of anything which Yahawah thy power hath forbidden thee. For Yahawah thy power is a consuming fire, even a jealous power."
So, Yahawashi, told you to stay in His covenant, What's his covenant? Keeping the Sabbath day. All right, keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. And Judges 5 and 11 says to rehearse the righteous acts. We already know that we can't keep all, law, statutes, and commandments. We ain't telling you to, you better keep them or you're gonna die. All right, it's going into how Yahawashi, he set up these law, statutes, and commandments for you to keep, to keep you separate, to keep you holy. As it says in Deuteronomy chapter 14, verse 2. The Most High has, set you up to be holy, to be separate, from all the other nations, and bring that out again in Deuteronomy 5.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 23. Take heed unto yourselves, lest ye forget the covenant of Yahawah your power, which ye
So it's Salaki. I don't mean to cut you off, especially when you're reading the scripture. Continue.
No, did you want to bring out that point, or?
Yeah, kind. All right. Well, it says, take heed to yourselves. All right, lest you forget the covenant of Yahawah, your power. All right. So that means that you gotta always have this in remembrance. All right. You have to always be, continuously, seeking the will and strength and power of Yahawashi, or else you will forget. So you won't be taking that heed. You will forget the covenants that he put before you and your people. All right, just like Jake is right now. Jake, he don't even know about Yahawashi. All right, and that's a sad thing. Whenever the Most High put all these, steps, in front of you to tell you, hey, don't do this, don't do that. All right, and it'll keep you holy. But that's why Jake has fallen, so far. Because he's not keeping them, just the simple ones, the simple ones that you can keep, like not getting the line up, like keeping the Sabbath day, like eating good foods and not foods that aren't unclean.
Yeah, Jake will have the choice. Would you like bacon on that burger? And he'll get bacon on it, man. Knowing damn well he ain't supposed to. You know what I'm saying? I'm still like your brothers. I got it, bro. I saw something that blew my mind. All right, so there was some jalapeno poppers. The little, when you stuff the jalapenos with chicken and cheese and all that good stuff in it, and the lady who made them knew that I didn't eat pork, right? So she made some with turkey bacon, and then she made some with regular bacon for the 2/3. And who I told, hey, look, you're not supposed to be eating pork. And I told him this beforehand, but I said, hey, you're not supposed to be eating pork. I showed him in Leviticus 11. All right, look, not to eat pork. And he said, okay, I got you. Now this was like a couple weeks back. This nigga actually chose the bacon, the jalapeno poppers over the turkey bacon. It's like, bruh, you have the choice, and that just shows how wicked Jake is. If he has a choice to choose to go off or to not go off, he'll choose to go off just because he knows this. It's like, bro, you have turkey bacon right there.
Yeah. Hey, today I had to go to the store and pick up something to eat. So I was in Target, and I was looking at these wraps, these chicken wraps, these chicken and turkey wraps. I'm like, man, I am hungry, so I am gonna get one of these. So, I pick it up, I flip it over and I start reading all the ingredients. And like everybody looking at me like, what you doing? I'm like, I'm reading the ingredients, and like, so I saw one, it looked delicious. It was an avocado wrap. I'm like, okay, yeah, so I'm gonna read all the ingredients. And it came down to the very end. It says, it has bacon bits in it. So I put it down. And I picked up the other one. It was a chicken Caesar, right? And I read all the ingredients, and it came down and said it had anchovies or artichoke in it. Put that down because I don't like that shit. But so I picked up reading everything. All right, because Jake don't understand, man. Jake don't get it. You know, like if you are trying to keep the law, statutes, commandments to the best of your capability, you're going to take the next step and you're going to read and find out what you're eating. So you don't go off. You know, like wolf chili. Wolf chili has pork in it. It's half beef, half chili. Okay, so most people don't even know that. All right, but I'm not trying to be over righteous, you know, but I'm trying to, you know, make sure that it's not in my diet. But
hey, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with going with looking into what your food is made out of, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with going into the ingredients, because back in the ancient world we didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? Our food was prepared. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time by our own household, our own wife would make it. You know, and now it's industrialized, man. You saw he sneaks pork and everything. So, you know, of course, we're not gonna always be able to evade pork. You know, because it sneaks it in and mixes it in so much stuff, you know. But if it, you know, if pork in it, man, you know, look at the ingredients, man. You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with that?
Hey, but you know, going into how Jake would choose to keep the folly days, keep the days that Yahawashi gave him. These are days to keep you always on your toes. Like, you know, the Passover, right? The Feast of Tabernacle, all right?
Passover. The Day of Atonement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Day of Atonement, man. The Day of Atonement is beautiful, man, because that's giving you a day, you know, even though, you know, Yahawashi, you know, brothers do it more to take it into, you know, consideration of all the folly that you're doing throughout the year, you know, but, hey, Yahawashi gave you this day to repent, you know, and to give your body unto a sacrifice unto him. You know, I mean, and then Israel has a holiday every week, bro. In the Shabbat, bro. That's what we're going into. The Shabbat. This is a holiday every week, bro. And yeah, we in Esau's kingdom. We can't keep it, you know, every week. But hey, when you can, it's a beautiful thing. And then back in that Isaiah 58. Baba Kusha, if you done with that verse, are you done with that? Like,
Okay.
I not. Are you done with that verse?
One second. You want me to reread Isaiah 58, right?
Come. And we can
okay.
End it on that.
All right. This is Isaiah 58 and 13. It says, "If thou turn away thy foot from the Sabbath, from doing thy pleasure on my holy day, and call the Sabbath a delight, the holy day of Yahawah honorable, and shalt honor him, not doing thine own ways, nor finding thine own pleasure, nor seeking thine own words, nor speaking thine own words, then shalt thou delight thyself in Yahawah, and I will cause thee to ride upon the high places of the earth, and feed thee with the heritage of Jacob thy father, for the mouth of Yahawah hath spoken it."
So this is Yahawashi is going to give you an increase. All right, he's going to increase you on the Shabbat when you keep his Shabbat the way that he. Because it's just like the scriptures. The scriptures tell you how to understand it, you know. But Yahawashi is telling you that you're going to get an increase if you keep my Shabbat. All right, and that's a joy in itself, because it's like, hey, and pretty much all the time on the Shabbat, it's like an increased heightenedness of the spirit. it's the spirit of Yahawashi Yahawashi. It's put it in you. All right.
Yeah.
Everything's better. All right. You sleep better. All right. You study better. All right. And it's all of the spirit of Yahawashi Yahawashi.
Ultimately, man, that's the fear of the Lord, man. You know, that's that wisdom coming into you, man. Because having that fear of the Most High, you know, keeping His commandments, man. Because shit, if you claiming the name of Yahawashi Yahawashi, you know, then you know you're gonna do what you can to keep His commandments, man. You know, you're gonna know that okay, if I do this, man, the Most High might kill me. You know, He might curse me or do something to me, man. That's why it's important to proclaim, you know, these things, man. That's why we go out there on highways and byways. You know, that's why we do videos. You know, that's why we read. You know, keep the Sabbath to the best of our abilities, like the brother's going into. You know, as a matter of fact, let me bring this one out, and then you can close it out. You know, this is 1 John, chapter 2, verse 4. He that saith, I know him, and keepeth not his commandments, is a liar, and the truth is not in him. But whoso keepeth his word, in him verily is the love of Yahawah perfected. Hereby know we that we are in him, man. That's how we know, man. That's how people in GMS and maybe some other people that aren't in GMS know, you know. Because there are people out there outside of GMS that do proclaim the truth and keep keep the law, statutes, and commandments and call on Yahawashi Yahawashi. You know, but that's how we know, man. That's how we know what love is, man. This is the love. That is love for Yahawashi Yahawashi. Keeping His law, statutes, and commandments. Keeping the Sabbath. You know. If anybody else wanted to have anything to say.
I wanted to, we can close out this in Isaiah chapter 56 and 2. It says, Blessed is man that doeth this, and the Son of Man that layeth hold on it, that keepeth the Sabbath from polluting it, and keepeth his hand from doing any evil. You see? Because ultimately the Sabbath helps you to stay in line, man. It helps you to stay in the spirit.
Good.
If everybody's moving around and hustling and bustling, you're more inclined to go, you know, do your, you know, fulfill the lust of your flesh, man. But when you're at home chilling, you know what I'm saying, doing what you're supposed to do, reading, praying to the Most High, you know, not focusing on the things that are of this world, man, it keeps you in the spirit, man. You know, and that's the important. That's why the scriptures say, "Blessed is the man who doeth this, man."
Khan.
You know.
Yep. That's right.
Good. And hey, good. I guess. Hey, with that, man. Any other brother got anything?
That's it.
All right. Hey, so with that, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahawah,
Hashem, Yahawashi.
Yahawashi, double honor to the elders and the apostles at Great Millstone. Hey, Shalom, Mike. Almost out.
Shalom.